Hello. Hello. Sound check. Day 24. Day 24 today. Trying to get some good lighting, and I'm being blinded by the sun, but gonna have to work with it. And today, I know what I want to talk about today. I want to talk about Renaissance man, polymaths. I think that is so cool to be someone who is a polymath. And this idea got sparked in me today from one of Robert Edward Grant's posts on Instagram, saying how since kind of the Industrial Revolution, people have been rewarded for being specialists in usually one specific area, but how now in the age of information, we have a real opportunity to become masters in multiple different domains of knowledge. And I think that is so cool. And really, that is something that I strive to accomplish in my life, or that I want to accomplish, is to become a bit of a polymath and have expertise across multiple different domains. I think that is so cool. I really admire people who aren't defined by one specific thing and who are good at many different things and have many different facets to who they are. And Leonardo da Vinci is someone who's always fascinated me and inspired me, because he's the shit. He was so many different things, and that's so goddamn cool. Like, to be like an artist, an athlete, an entrepreneur, a scientist, a philosopher, all these different things, like, that is so cool. And how do you do that? How do you become a master in all these different domains? It's tough when you feel like there's one thing you gotta focus on, kind of as a job, your main source of income. That's usually your main focus. Like, how do you become a master in all these different domains? I think what it comes down to is honestly just discipline. Like, using your time to build that knowledge in those different domains. I think it's just, you gotta be focused and disciplined. Because if you take all the time you spend on your phone scrolling and you look at all those hours. Imagine if you took all those hours and used them to learn new things or to grow your knowledge in different areas. But that's hard too, because I feel like you can't always be doing and learning. You need breaks. But I think there is opportunity to do way more than we are. I know that's certainly true for me. There's so many more hours in the day that I could be using to build new skills. But fuck, it's hard. I'm sure most people feel this, but I feel this too. Like I have a propensity to be a lazy ass a lot of times. Like instead of taking an hour to practice drawing or some kind of artistic ability, it's so much more appealing to just sit on the couch or sit on a chair and just watch YouTube or something and like watch videos about art or something interesting instead of actually doing it. But that's the hurdle that I have to get over, to defeat that tendency to be lazy. Because actually doing the work is kind of shitty. Like I would think, oh, I would love to be able to be a sick artist, to be able to draw all these different things. Like that would be so fun. But then it's like, okay, well, it's gonna take a lot of hours of sucking, of struggling before I get to that level where it starts being really fun. So man, I think just focus and determination and discipline are such huge things, man. Like I think back in the day when there was no phones, no screens, nothing to distract you, where literally it was just, if you were not doing work or with friends or family, and you were just by yourself with nothing in particular that you were doing at that moment, like you would just be sitting there and your only source of entertainment would be your thoughts or doing something, like practicing something. Like that is probably what people did to entertain themselves if they had access to something to work on. Like if I didn't have a phone or a TV or a laptop, I'd probably use that free time to draw or to read books. So I think it's these distractions that we have, these easy access to this entertainment, and it is so entertaining. Like there's so much interesting shit that you can look at on these devices, but man, it steals your attention big time and steals your time and attention. like you feel like you're learning, but you're spending all this time absorbing all this information, and it's stimulating and it's fun, but you're not actually getting better at anything really. You're just absorbing information that you'll probably forget within a week unless you apply it to your life somehow. So yeah, this technology, man, I think you got to learn how to wield it and realize that the hours that it's sapping from your life through distracting you, those hours could all be used to get better at things that you've always wanted to get better at, like playing the guitar, drawing. I like reading books. I think reading is more valuable than watching videos. Videos are obviously great too, but I think reading, like you can absorb knowledge and you can exercise your brain at the same time. And I think maybe it sticks in your brain, the information, a little bit better when you're reading it because of just the more effort that it takes to process the information. So yeah, that's something I'm really gonna try to think. It's so hard though, but I really want to do that because that is something that I'm so inspired by, is those people who are not defined by one thing, who do multiple different things that they're good at. I think that's so cool, and it's one of my goals in my life too, is to become one of those people. So gotta focus up. All right, that's the spiel for today, day 24. Peace.